In this video, I'll show you how to install and configure Visual Studio Code so that you can use it for Flutter development. So on this page, on the flutter.io website, we have two tabs, and on the second one that we can open, we can find the instructions for installing Visual Studio Code. And the first thing we find is a link where we can go and download Visual Studio Code. So let's do that. And on this new window, we get this button to download for Mac. So that is what we're going to do. Now, this download might take a little bit of time. So for now, I'm just going to pause the video and I will resume when the download is complete. Okay, so I've downloaded the file and I can find it here on my downloads folder. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to open it up. And once this is finished, we should be able to install Visual Studio Code in our system. So this is the executable. We're going to take it and drag it onto our application folder. And if we go down here, we should be able to locate it towards the end. So what we're going to do now is to open this and run it for the first time. So it just takes a little bit of time to verify the installation, and after this is complete, we should be able to get it up and running. So we just do this. Okay, so Visual Studio Code has now started on my machine, and we can see the main window over here. And the next thing that we want to do is to install the Flutter plugin for that. So the way we do that is to go on this view on the menu over here and open the command palette. And there's going to be an option to install extensions. You can type it in if it's not already presented in your case. So I'm going to tap this, and that will take me to the extension browser in Visual Studio Code. So in here I can just type in Flutter, and that will show me a list of options. The first one is the one that I want, where it says Flutter. So I'm just going to go ahead and install this. Okay, so that was quick. So it's already installed. What I'm going to do next is to check that Flutter Doctor is happy. So I'm gonna open up a terminal, and then I'm going to type in Flutter Doctor and just let it run. And so in here, I can now see that Visual Studio Code now shows up and is seems to be correctly configured. So this is all we had to do to configure Visual Studio Code for running with Flutter. And so if you want to use it as we make progress with this course, by all means, feel free to do so. But as I've said before, I will run the course using Android Studio instead. Okay, so this completes our Flutter installation on macOS, and we're going to continue in the next section.